Hello parents, I am here to kind of give you a tutorial of the OneNote. I know that you guys had expressed that this was probably your biggest learning curve this year from the change from Edmodo to OneNote. So I want to be able to give you guys an overview that you are able to utilize this resource much better than you probably could before. So if you click on the link to the OneNote, you should come straight to here. Over here on the left are different tabs. Consider them to be like a tab in a binder, and each tab has a different kind of overview part. So the thing you're going to want to spend your most time on is this course calendar. Obviously, they're done by months, and then throughout the month, we update what's going on in each day. On the top, we have textbook pages, because I understand that to actually log into the online textbook is kind of cumbersome and often doesn't work. So we decided to download each of the different chapters or different sections that we're using for each unit, and they're able to access them here as just a PDF. And you can just click on it, and it'll bring you to the actual PDF of the pages. As it slowly comes up. And so if they have the assigned reading, they're able to pull those up and look at them instead of having to bring home and lug home that huge book. We have the free tutoring schedule, and this is for not just science, but for all the rest of the 8th grade classes, so you can check those out. Then, so this is where you're probably going to want to spend the most of your time, and you can move this over if you need to, and it can make it a little bit bigger. So we go through and we put in what we've done for the day, and you'll have your copies of notes. If you need notes here, you can click on it and you can upload or download the notes and access them for your information and for the kids' information. Then if you go here, we had our unit test, and then all the different things to do to study for them. Then, so if you go to the current day, this was Friday, and we worked on the stations. Here's a link to all the different pieces of the stations, and then they have a lab sheet will be used for an OneNote quiz on Monday. They know all these different pieces. And so then on Monday, we know that they're going to have a lab quiz, and OneNotes, and they can use their lab sheet, and then they're going to have to read this. With conference week being crazy, we're looking at exactly what our stuff is here, but these will be filled in shortly. So that is we're trying to we do what we can to keep this updated with the current month at the top. So, but here's kind of what happened in September, so you can see all the different pieces. Then the second tab is your course information. This is where you're going to get kind of your overview things. Here, there's a copy of the syllabus that you all signed, the lab safety contract, again, the tutoring schedule. In the beginning, we were using the content library to add the notes to it, but it just made more sense to just put everything in the course calendar, so I'm going to take this piece off. And again, here's information on the different tests and stuff. School announcements, I try to email those out, but also you can also see them here and all the different pieces. EOG study guide, and this is the milestones test that we take in April. Just the standards in general for the whole entire unit, if you wanted to look at those. And then as we download the different textbook pages, we're going to put them in here. So there's a lot of different things in that course information that you can look for. Credit recovery, this is if, sometimes like the Unit 1B test, unfortunately, was like the second to last day of the quarter, so there was no time to do a credit recovery for that one. Luckily, everybody did really well on that test. The Unit 1 test recovery, this one's been in here since September 16th, and they have their contract, and then so here is what their answer key was, so they were able to get what they needed to have. So there's a whole bunch of information that's inside this OneNote, and hopefully that this video has kind of given you a little bit of direction in how to use what is. But again, the course calendar is where you're going to find most of your information, and hopefully that'll be helpful. All right, thanks.